Think fast, Chuckle Nuts!
Hello everyone, Praise Good here. And think fast! It is Child of Light. Child of Light is a game created by Ubisoft Montreal and UbiArt. For those of you that don't know, those are the same people that work on the Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends games, and don't preview the game. Because first we have to go into options and let you look at that. So, I have high hopes for the game based on that little fact. Also, this game, I should say, genre-wise, this game is an action, adventure, platforming, RPG. I don't think we could have any more genres in it, but it looks pretty. So over here, these are basically the majority of the options you have available to you for the game. Not any, really. In fact, like, I'm looking at this here, and there's really nothing that would affect your performance in this game at all. So I guess those of you who play on a bum computer, if you're gonna get a computer, sorry, I guess it's not gonna work out for you very well. Anyway, so Child of Light. Let us go ahead and play. Now you can tell by that little message that I had a failed recording with this, so I'm not 100% blind initial reactions to it, but I will try and recreate the feeling at least.
Child, tuck yourself in bed and let me tell a story of Lemuria, a long-lost kingdom, and a girl born for glory. In Austria was a crown land ruled by a duke. Aurora was his daughter, child of a duchess mysterious, beloved by her father. He raised the girl alone. They were rarely apart, till the duke felt lonely and misplaced his heart. It was the Great Friday before Easter 1895. Players performed for the Duke, his new bride at his side. That night, Aurora went to sleep. The fire burned down low. She caught a chill that spread. Her skin was cold as snow. At dawn they found her, vacant, Aurora's light gone out. Her father wept and pleaded, but there could be no doubt. For all intents and purposes, Aurora was dead. And yet, once upon a time, she awoke in a strange land instead.
And there's your dark story. Now I will tell you, this game looks and is presented phenomenally. It is set up like a children's book through and through. Everybody rhymes all the time. Also, the art style is set up like that as well. Ubisoft presents an Ubisoft Montreal production. Child of Light. So, now, like I said before, unfortunately, things are not going to be as blind as they were because I've played a little bit already, so I know how everything works. But controls are very simple, actually, starting out here. Left stick moves you, and A jumps. Right to the old monastery. Can't reach that. Woods dark in the dark, shadows lost of light. Alright. And then basically button prompts are popping up telling me what I can do. Now these button prompts, for the most part, are same across all platforms that the game is available on. What happens if I go in here? I actually never went in here the first... Nope. Nope. Not dealing with that. So, anyway. Now you're gonna notice, like, well, starting off here, the game is rather depressing because the girl died. Or did she? I've got Stanley Parable all over again. This dream formed of frigid air. Dark spirits fly, I know not where. Hi, Spoiter. Now also as we're playing, you're going to notice that everything is set up like a colored pencil drawing or a storybook style of art. Even Aurora can sometimes get lost in that art style because even though she is a full 3D model that is not drawn in the same art style, if you start looking at the screen long enough, she actually does start to disappear into that kind of drawing style that the game has set up. And it is a rather depressing tale. And now here comes the part, well, other than this little friend here. Will someone please explain how water falls with no rain? Anyway, this is the part that actually really made me love the game, is how all the cutscenes between characters talking is set up exactly like a storybook. Like, even though it's all colored pencil and ink blotches and anything from like a childhood book, certain things move and bend in a certain way. Like Firefly's hair there. Or a little wisp on the top of his head. It does wobble back and forth, and Aurora does have separate strands of hair. A split aura. Perhaps you're some kind of flora? So, yeah, anyway, starting out here, the game gets you, kind of lures you and make you think, oh man, it's just a nice romp and explore kind of game, if you knew nothing about it beforehand. Follow the dude. He will show you the way. So, now we have this guy to move around. The Firefly. Ooh, look at the trees in the background. Holy crap. I absolutely love what they do with this game. It, like, giving the illusion that Curious Charms, little hands fastened tight. So yes, these are wishes. Basically, straight out of Rayman. That's straight out of Rayman Legends, by the way. Basically, if you hit those branches with Firefly or yourself, and then you gather the lights in the proper order, you can get little health and mana refills, like this. Health and mana refill. But why do I mention health and mana? Well, I did say it was an RPG earlier, did I not? But I cannot fly there with thee. Well, a translucent sphere, clear as glass. The answer, Sir Firefly. Ignite your ear. Beg your pardon. Now, I did point this out when I did my failed recording, but I want to mention they broke the whole. I think they broke the whole rhyming thing here. Oh, no, not quite, but they kind of, they almost broke the whole rhyming thing they had set up. Simply by, by this little thing they had show up. By that little encounter they had. Anyway, Firefly glows with light. And we must use his light to ignite these three things. Dang, I almost had it spot on. Now be wary, because Firefly actually has a limited light bar. that'll come into play a little while later. But who would put the door here? Santa? Definitely Santa. Who was she, I wondered? Remove the sword under. I don't know, some sort of ghost? But yes, we must take the sword. And upon taking the sword, it is now an RPG. Also, I like how the sword is heavy enough where she can't really hold it properly, yet it's her destiny to wield it. And now comes the RPG aspect, which is actually rather cool. So, as you can see here, the game has an ATV bar. The ATV bar will allow you to... Oh, I can do that from right from the get-go, huh? Sorry, things that you don't learn until later. Now the ATV bar will pause the screen when it is your turn to act. Much like Final Fantasy games, I believe. But this will allow you... This basically lets you attack any way you wish. Now, also with this guy... Dang it. With our little firefly guy, we can pause, or we can manipulate the active time battle mechanic to our benefit. So we can move slower, we can make the enemies move slower, and that is a feature that I really like about this. That is a very unique idea. The ability to affect when and what creatures attack. Gonna hit your butt, gonna hit your butt. Surprise strike. Have at you, Knave. Now, actually, the first time I did this, I actually... oh, it was actually kind of funny. When I first played through this, I actually managed to... I actually got a critical hit on the first battle, making me think that the first battle was set up so that you were not supposed to get hit. So my 1% crit chance kicked in on the first battle. Anyway, let's get the Starlight ability. Actually, now I did kind of deduce this on my own, but I think I know which trees are which in this game. So this one in the upper right, this is basically the tree for flat out attacking. Flat out attack damage and all that junk. This is the tree for magical damage, or magic in general. And this is the tree for utility and or tanking. Because so you get tank stuff, and then you get counterattack passively. Now, I'm gonna get Starlight just so I have a magic spell just in case. But then my plan is to go for the counterattack because I love counterattack stuff. I love playing the tank in these games. But once I get the first counterattack, I'm actually gonna go ahead and go up this tree, which is the pure brawn tree. Because that's usually how I play RPGs. Is if I'm given a choice, I play the melee bruiser. Anyway, now we leveled up. We don't need souls for stuff. Hello. There is a lady in the clouds. I figured I should point this out. There's just a random lady in the clouds. Anyway, now what you can also do on the overworld is you can shine light on enemies and then approach their butt. The only thing that I wish this game had was a... The only thing I wish this game did have was a... excuse me. I wish it had like a way where you can swing your sword on the overworld to basically initiate a battle whenever you're ready, and not whenever an enemy happens to be done being stunned. Whee! Missed. I want what's in there. It's a treasure. Healing tonic. Yeah, I can definitely... Yeah, I will level with you guys. I can definitely tell that this particular recording of this is not as... It's not quite as enjoyable because because I know what's coming at me. So don't worry, I'm well aware of this. Act slash you. And you slow down. You slow down so I may attack you and not take any damage. Oh look, you're dead. I am the greatest swordsman in all the land. Swordswoman, I guess. And we shall continue. So now another skill point. So let's get that magic upgrade. And then we'll start going down the other tree that I plan to do for the counterattack ability. Wait, is that... Oh wow. There's physics at play here. Shoo. Well, that's nice. Anyway, we can also use Firefly here to basically light our way and make sure that we don't get surprised. I had a little surprise. I had a little freak out moment, which unfortunately you guys will not be able to see anymore. I apologize. Let's see. Let's try out that other ability that we got. Firefly, keep shining your butt. Act. Oh, I got... Oh, right, I got increased magic. That's right. I thought I got something else. My bad. Now that I've now noticed what certain actions do, I do like how the game does pause for you to let it be like, oh hey, what would you like to do in this particular situation where things could go bad for you if you're not the smart. Anyway, I haven't died really, so I'm not gonna even. Well, actually, it's right there. There. And we're off. I think it's sad that by default I tried to use by default I actually tried to use the right trigger to. I tried to use the right trigger in order to push the box. I think that's still me. I think that is still me playing Sonic Unleashed there, coming against me. Now keep in mind, Firefly's light will over time dwindle, so that'll make it so that he might Firefly won't be able to always affect the battle. Oh, my dodge percent went up by 1. Yay! Potent magic potion. Anyway, let's get Light Ray. A 10% chance to kill any enemy. Also strong against dark type enemies. Yep, there are elemental affinities in this game as well. And I plan to show that at some point soon. Hello, flying beast. Help you. Who is you? I'm coming, friend. Hello. Oh, yeah. Sorry, they're talking about the fact that we're in a graveyard right now. Anyway, new enemy. Catch up to it, and then poke his butt. Now, being that it's a spirit, it'll take some time. It'll be hard to hit it with a physical attack, which is why I have a couple spells. But because I have the bonus of light on my side against the dark creature, which apparently that is, I'll just flat out kill it. But anyway, yeah, so kind of a depressing world that she's gone into, yet, I don't know, it's kind of like she belongs here, in a sense. Boop. Now does this get me? Yes, it gets me an Oculi. Now Oculi, because I went through the mess really quick, augments what you can do. So I could put in my sword to do fire damage. I could put it in my armor to resist fire damage. Or I could put it into my trinket to give me more health. And you can re-equip these if you goof. So for now, I'm going to put it into my sword. But later on in the game, when I become more of the tanky frontliner, I will go ahead and end up putting it into my excuse me, I will probably end up putting it into my armor to resist fire damage. Okay, get up there. Now, we should use this guy. There he is. Hiya! Because that scared me the first time, because I did not anticipate their attack. Oh crap. Ow! Dick! Dick! Anyway, my turn. Now then, because I have a fire enhancement on my sword, earth creatures take additional damage. You just stay there, friend. Oh, I'm going to want to defend, aren't I? Act. There's defend. Anyway, now that I've defended, I take less damage, but my gauge to, or my ATB is sped up. That being said, it now takes less time for me to cast a spell of death. He's still alive. Why is he still alive? Well, I'm doing abysmal. This is why you should target the big things before the small things. Yeah! I'm a knight. Maybe. Alright. But what were you guarding, Mr. Dude? Firefly elixir. I'm going to assume that's used to basically restore Firefly's light bar, if you will. Stay put for a second, please. I need to poke your butt. Surprise strike. Now then, just to make this simple, Starlight on you. And I will use, because vulnerable to light easily dealt with, I will do this to you, so you cannot act before I slash your butt. Slash your butt. Simple as that. Problem taken care of. Level up, get. Alright, let's spend that skill point on Beefcake. Wait, I was trying to go... Well, my priorities are backwards. Anyway. There's someone beyond this door. But who is it? You'll know nevermore. Crap, the game's got me speaking a rhyme. Anyway, we have to flip that switch somehow, but we cannot manipulate the gargoyle to do it for us, so we must simply push this box to the left. Like I said, I've played this before, and it kind of kills the illusion of the Think Fast being that, hey, this is my first time playing it, ha ha ha. I should not know what I'm doing, but yeah, recording failures tend to do this kind of thing. Anyway, what do I have? Okay, act, Starlight on you, pause you. Now I have to wonder how high the numbers get in this game. Because right now I'm at 38 health at level 5. In a lot of other games, I'd be at like 300 health, or a lot of other RPGs. So I have to wonder what my health is going to be. And I think with that done, we'll call it here, folks. So everyone, I do thank you all for watching this Think Fast of Child of Light. A very beautiful game, and a very well made game. And I ask you that if you have a home console of any kind, computer, Wii U, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, or Xbox 360, Xbox One, if you own a home console, I ask that you at least consider getting this game. It would be well worth the investment. As I've been telling people as a recommendation, it is kind of rekindling that magic that Super Mario RPG had, where it feels like a normal RPG, but there's some things in it that just make it not a normal RPG at all. It makes it unique, and I love it. So again, everyone, thank you for watching this episode of Think Fast, and I hope you'll join me next week when I react to a new game for the first time.